Pandemic horror Contagion is currently one of the most watched films on Netflix. The 2011 thriller from director Steven Soderbergh now feels very timely due to its focus on deadly virus sweeping the globe as the world today faces the coronavirus pandemic. The film follows fictional newly emerged virus the MEV, one pathogen which spreads across the globe and wreaks havoc with the lives of countless people. Contagion is made up of multiple parallel plot threads that show the scope of the threat and how efforts are made to combat it and the effects the pandemic is having. However, the chilling film managed to predict number of aspects of deadly virus hitting the world's human population. Spoiler warning for Contagion *, having been based on the 2002-2004 SARS outbreak and the 2009 swine flu pandemic. Screenwriter Scott Z. Burns spent time in consultation with the World Health Organization (WHO) and number of health experts when writing the script, ensuring it is as close to the experience of real-world outbreak as possible, similar to what is believed to be the origins of coronavirus and SARS. MEV-1 broke out in China as result of spreading from bats to humans via wild animal meat market. In the film, the index case is identified as working mother Beth Emhoff, played by Gwyneth Paltrow, who catches the virus from handshake with chef who had handled infected meat. The virus claims Beth's life and that of her son Clark, but her husband Matt Damon is released after initially being quarantined as he proved to be an asymptomatic patient. Similarly to some individuals infected with COVID-19, Mitch has caught the virus but does not present symptoms, yet he can infect other individuals who will be seriously harmed by the virus. Like measures being used to fight the current pandemic, it quickly becomes clear that the best way to battle the virus is through hand washing and social distancing. The authorities in Contagion warn the public that the best thing to do is to stay at home to avoid contamination and thoroughly wash their hands. In fact, one of the most memorable scenes in the film focuses on Kate Winslet's epidemic intelligence officer, named Dr. Aaron Mears, who comments that people touch their face up to 3,000 times a day with huge increase in the risk of infection. In fact, Mears and WHO epidemiologist Dr. Lenora Arantes Marion Cotillard fulfill the roles that many health workers are doing across the world, tracking cases and trying to determine how the virus is disseminating across the globe and where it originated. The consequences of the virus in the film also have some stark parallels between our current predicament, in addition to scenes being shown of panic buying in the film in pharmacy. We also see how much of strain the pandemic places on health services and how their risk of infection is higher due to contact with infected patients. Sadly, without personal protective equipment (PPE), the character of Dr. Mears is infected and killed by the virus, similarly to heroic but tragic real-life health workers. Dr. Ellis Cheever Lawrence Fishburne also deals with dilemma that many health professionals are facing as they are deliberately separating themselves from loved ones to avoid infecting them, as seen by his telling his spouse Sanaa Lathan to leave town. Rather alarmingly, we are also witnessing the kind of conspiracy theories that are peddled by internet sensation Alan Crumweed Jude Law in the film, who sparks further panic and misinformation. This issue is even more prevalent now with the increased use of social media and receiving information from unreliable sources, meaning that fake news about the virus is rampant in 2020. Ultimately, one aspect that we can hope the current pandemic reflects from Contagion is that we too eventually find cure for the virus. In Soderbergh's film, Dr. Ally Hextall Jennifer L. tests an experimental vaccine on herself with reduced virulence of the pathogen, risking infection, but ultimately proving to be success. The vaccine is subsequently rolled out by the World Health Organization. However, like we are shown in Contagion, even if this best-case scenario does happen, the world will never be the same again.